Hi, this is Shui with a review of the LeBron Witness 6. This is quite an improvement from the previous models, like the fancy ones there. One of the Witness model that looked great, but the cushioning was not that great. This has a J-shaped Air Max. So there's a heel Air Max and a little bit on the lateral side, but I don't see the purpose of that though. So this core area, the most important part when it comes to pivoting and playing basketball, this part is just foam. It's probably injected Phylon, but it feels soft and nice, just like the ones we've experienced in the Jumpman 20 or Jumpman 2020. So this is good. The cushioning is good because it's softer and it compresses a little bit better than the Air Max. It's a nice balance, a nice heel to toe drop there. And the Air Max they use has a nice, decent PSI, not too much, just nice. So the compression there is visible once you put your foot in there and you move around. It compresses nicely, even though the foam is very minimal. It's just this Air Max and the outsole there. Very minimal midsole materials are there. So this is pretty low to the ground, even though it's an Air Max cushioning setup. And the compression is great, even though there's like hard rubber and plasticky area all around. So it works nicely. It's stable even without these contraptions, this shark fin contraption and the rubber being all around. But their Air Max itself is pretty low to the ground and stable and added stability there, but I feel this was unnecessary. They could have put this on the lateral side though, because the exposed Air Max here is it compresses easily, and even though they have a prominent outrigger here, it negates that fact by just being easily compressed, and it's very wobbly. It's as unstable as LeBron 15, so you know this is a self ankle breaking type of flawed mechanism there. Wish they could have put this here again. For a size 9.5, it weighs about 418 grams, but despite what the digits show, it feels lighter than what the scales show. It feels lighter than its intended digits. I guess it's mostly about how the weight is distributed. It's got a good heel cup inside. Depending on your foot size, you might feel maybe it's a little bit roomy, but it's okay because the padding is very thick all around. So there's a good containment, good level of containment there. Everything is okay. Nothing is pinching in. The Achilles padding is raised and nice. The tongue is soft as well. But this little part, unfortunately, I wish they could have shaped it a little bit differently, because as you move around, this rigid area kind of shapes into your ankle a little bit. So that's a bit of a downside. But I guess it also depend on what kind of foot shape you have. For me, this was a little bit of a deal breaker. The upper is a sort of like an engineered mesh. It's soft and nice. It's breathable, but the inner booty is neoprene. Not neoprene, but it's pretty thick foam inner booty inside. So it's not exactly the most breathable, but it's not suffocating like a foamposite either. The outsole pattern is herringbone. It's thick, durable, better than the Adidas copy and pasted versions, but not as good as the Jordan 34 herringbone pattern. But it's very durable, so it's recommended for outdoors. And it comes with XDR coating. These days, XDR coating is just a thin coating that makes it slippery. So make sure you grind it up a little bit, then you'll have better traction. On dusty courts is not the greatest traction, but on outdoors or clean courts, it provides adequate traction. Better than the Adidas copy paste herringbone, slightly worse than the Jordan 34s.